An explosive situation has arisen at the Redondo, a secluded resort where the rich and famous go to be beautified and indulged in total privacy. Someone there has been planting bombs, and although so far they've done relatively little harm, and the manager of the resort has fooled people into thinking they're just construction accidents, I've been charged with finding out what's really going on. When she heard where I was going, my good friend George Fain insisted I bring along her latest invention, a handheld bomb-sniffing device. It's never been tested in the field, but it's designed to detect components commonly used in detonators, and she's almost positive it will work. I'm not crazy about the almost part, but it's got to be better than nothing, right? And as my other good friend Bess Marvin was quick to point out, the thing practically fits in my purse. So now that I'm pretty much prepared for anything, looks like I'm off to the Redondo.
Welcome to the Redondo. You must be Nancy Drew. I'm Cassidy Jones. Mr. Blesky is waiting for you in there. You can go right in. On second thought, why don't you help me get organized around here? It'll help you get the hang of things.
I can do that, sure. There's something in that harmonica. I wonder what it is. I wonder who this Hippocrates person is. That should do it. Cassidy, do you know who Hippocrates Bell is?
Ah, he would be the original owner of this place. Of course, back then, the Redondo wasn't a spa, it was a private mansion. I hear he was a bit eccentric.
I see. Well, I finished that list you had for me.
Great job. Our boss awaits through that door.
No, forget it. Look, Princess Mia, those are our rates. If you think they're too high, then frankly, maybe you'd be happier slipping into a nice hot mud bath somewhere else. Hello? Thanks for wasting my time, tightwad. Nancy Drew, good. You know why you're here, right?
Of course. You want me to... Of course. You want me to investigate the bombings.
Shh! Do not use that word. You're here to investigate the construction accidents. Our guests hear construction, they shrug it off. They hear that other word, they get upset. These people are millionaires who come here to get pampered, not upset. The good news is, with that hair of yours, those clothes, that makeup, you'll fit right in.
You really think so?
Yeah. Everybody's gonna assume you're the new gopher. You know, go for this, go for that. The new general assistant.
Oh.
No, that's good. That way no one will suspect you're really a detective who's an expert at defusing bombs.
I'm not sure who told you that, but...
Of course, that also means you can't go around bothering people. And if somebody asks you to do something, you're gonna have to do it. No questions asked.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Blesky, but I'm afraid I've got some towels that need folding.
Oh, great. Another one. Well, you got here just in time.
Would you like me to help fold towels?
Folding towels is a code. It means someone's found a note saying where a bomb's been hidden and turned it into reception. Shoot. Look, I've got to take this call. Go on back out there. Cassidy will explain everything and get you started. Go on. Go. Nick Blesky.
See, each bomb has been preceded by a note. The very first note said that it contained the location of the bomb that was about to go off. Unfortunately, the rest of that note, and each of the other notes that followed, was in some kind of totally indecipherable code. However, I'm sure you, detective that you are, will be able to decipher it, determine where the bomb is, and defuse it before it goes off with no problem.
Well, I can sure try, but...
Fortunately, the bombs aren't lethal. Truly annoying, yes, but truly dangerous? No. Apparently our mad bomber just wants to torment us. Here's a map so you can find your way around the spa. And here's the note. Decipher it, and you'll be on your way.
vines. Wonder what that means. Maybe I should look at the resort map. Right there. That's where the next bomb must be.
I hear someone. Who's there? Mr. Mingles, is that you? Speak.
No, I'm Nancy, I'm the new general assistant, and you are...
Just call me Mrs. Montague. Now, quickly, scratch the left side of my nose before I go absolutely insane. Hurry. Ah, wonderful. Now get me a cup of lime sherbet, 2 scoops with a sprinkling of citron zest and 1 cinnamon stick. And a spoon, of course. Silver, not plastic. And don't plan on going anywhere for a while. As you can see, you're going to be the one operating the spoon.
Actually, I kind of need to do something else right now.
Do something else? Really? Like what? Get fired like the last alleged assistant Blesky sicked on me? Keep this up and that can easily be arranged.
Lime sherbet, did you say?
On second thought, forget the sherbet. I'm chilled enough as it is. The hot water for this bath doesn't seem to be working. Find out why and fix it, before my gloriously flawless skin becomes a hideous landscape of goosebumps. This bath has become unacceptably tepid. You simply must turn up the heat. Ah, the mud is warm again. Much better. Before I got in the tub, I noticed that a plant over there was dying. Please do something about it. The poor thing's struggle to live is draining the energy from this room in a most unpleasant way. You've revived the plant. I can tell. I can feel the energy returning to the room already. Please, check the latest Tinseltown Tatler and give me the gist of Lydia Lynn's column. That woman is so delicious.
Lydia's column suggests that Jasmine Ivy came to the Redondo for a little plastic surgery.
I suspected as much myself. Not that there's anything wrong with a judicious touch-up now and then. Brew me a cup of my special anti-aging tea, and brew it correctly, or you'll soon find yourself filing for unemployment.
Aha! Tea-making instructions.
Done with the tea? Very good.
Okay, she's asleep. Time to look for that bomb. Emergency override panel. This looks promising. There, deactivated. It looks like some green goo is dripping out of that diffuse bomb. I guess that explains the sticky situation the Mad Bomber's note referred to.
Mr. Mingles, are you there? Mr. Mingles, I insist you drop whatever it is you're doing and answer me. Speak.
There's nobody here but me, Mrs. Montague.
Well, then don't just stand there. Find Mr. Mingles. Look in the salon. He's hopelessly attracted to the smell of hair.
He likes the smell of hair?
Just make sure he doesn't have any in his mouth before you grab him, or he might swallow it.
Is Mr. Mingles by any chance? Is Mr. Mingles a dog?
Of course he's a dog, you ninny. An award-winning, impossibly adorable Pomeranian. Now find him. Go.
On to my next location. The barking is coming from behind this door. I just need to figure out how to open it. It's probably one of Hippocrates' contraptions.
I love this whole vintage thing the Redondo's got going for it, don't you?
Yes, the vintage look is very in right now.
Really? That must mean I'm very in right now. You're supposed to.
I wonder what this tube is.
No, it's not, sweetie.
I wonder why they don't get rid of the cabinetry in here. It looks so old.
Get with it. Old is the new. Antiques are very chic. Your lack of couth is showing.
Actually, this place used to be a private mansion.
I don't think this is the
and
right
this
order,
area used to be
and one
the
of them is
dining
missing.
room. The cabinetry looks old because it's what was in here when the Redondo bought the place.
In other words, the Redondo isn't trendy, it's simply cheap. I take back that couth remark, dear.
This looks like the shelf Hippocrates' bell mentioned in his note. I bet I could use these bottles, even though some of them aren't completely full. All right.
You know, maybe those colored lights are coming on by accident. Maybe there's a short circuit somewhere.
Maybe that dreadful little dog is chewing on the wiring.
More likely its dreadful owner is chewing on the wiring.
Good one. High five, dear.
don't think this is the right order.
There you are, you naughty, naughty boy. Give Mummy a kiss so she can forgive you. Yes, that's a good Mr. Mingles. When I got out of the tub and I saw that disgusting green gooey mess you left behind, I assumed you were incompetent, so I went looking for him too. I'm a firm believer that if you want something done right, 9 times out of 10 you must do it yourself.
Speaking of the green gooey mess that came out of the... That green mess that came out of the shower head, I hope you didn't throw it away.
Me pick something up with my hand and deposit it in a garbage receptacle? As it happened, Helfton popped in for a brief eyebrow consultation, and when I showed him the goo, he scraped it up and took it with him to his lab.
Helfton? Oh, you mean Helfton the biochemist?
Yes, Helfton Helgeson, the person who creates all the beauty products used and sold here at the Redondo. I've been using his Rejuvenator series for years. As you can see, the man is a genius.
Can you tell me where his lab is?
In the basement. His name's on the door. Brava for you, by the way.
What do you mean?
I'm assuming you want to know where his lab is so you can drop by for a consultation on your... everything. But when you do, pack a lunch, dear. You could be a while.
Time to move on. Mr. Helgeson?
Yes, what is it? Oh my, you are here. After all these years of waiting and hoping and begging, you are finally here.
Just so we're on the same page, my name's Nancy Drew.
I do not care if your name is Hilde von Botterschnacht. All that is important is that at last Blesky sends me an assistant.
How do you know I'm not a new guest?
Please, no jokes. There is no time. I am very busy, and there is much to be done. Here, I need you to make these solutions according to these instructions.
Can I ask you something first?
You can ask me something second. First, you must make the solutions. Go.
That should do it. That should do it. That should do it.
You have done a very good job. I am grateful. So, ask me a question. I assume it concerns your hair? Oh my, or is it your skin?
It concerns the green goo you found in the jungle room. I'm pretty sure it was meant to explode. Mr. Blesky told me about the, construction accidents.
As a matter of fact, when Mrs. Montague called my attention to it, I suspected it was some kind of explosive. So I carefully removed it and brought it here so I could analyze it. However, I found it to be useless. That is to say, amateurish. An attempt to create a gel bomb that failed miserably.
It was never in any danger of exploding?
Never. And now I must get back to work.
Assistant Drew, towels need to be folded in reception. I repeat, Assistant Drew, you are to go to reception and fold towels immediately.
Sounds like we must both get back to work, yeah? Got another note for you.
white? Now, what part of the spa would that refer to? Right there. That's where the next bomb must be.
Finally! I've been waiting to receive my facial series for at least 5 minutes! Please, begin at once.
Sorry, I'm actually here to find something.
Excuse me? Are you telling me to wait even longer? I'm going to report this straight to management.
Well, I suppose I could put off my other task for a moment.
Thank you.
That should do it.
I feel so rejuvenated. Thank you.
I wonder if this is from the bomber. I'd better figure out where that bomb is. The bomb is in the sensory deprivation unit. I need to get it open. No construction accidents here. This bomb is full of pie filling. That sure would have made a mess.
You're here already! I'm sorry. When I'm on the set, I never miss a call. And when I'm on the stage, I never miss a cue. Yet for some reason, when it comes to real life, I seem to be late for everything. Wait a minute. You're not Gretel.
Oh my gosh! You're Jasmine Ivy, the actress!
Yes, I know that. Now who are you? And what happened to my regular masseuse?
I'm sorry. My name's Nancy Drew.
The new general assistant, right. What are you doing in here?
Oh, just a little preventative maintenance. I just found this note. It sounds threatening.
Oh. It's not really that threatening. Probably just a prank, so why don't I keep it? That way you don't have to give it another thought.
Have you gotten any other notes like this?
Not that I recall. Listen, I keep hearing this weird hissing and clicking sound in my room. It sounds kind of like a snake. And I hate snakes. So be a good assistant and fix whatever's making the noise, would you please? Right now? Okay. Bless you. Bye now.
On to my next location. There. Jasmine seems to have all of her passwords and security codes on her phone. Whoa! Jasmine Ivy is Ida Brooks' sister? Jasmine seems to be collecting and cataloging all of these threats. I wonder why. I should report back to Mr. Blesky.
Well, are you getting anywhere?
I met Jasmine Ivy, and I found out that Jasmine has been getting threats.
Threats, schmetz. She's a celebrity. Stuff like that goes with the territory. What about Mrs. Montague?
Well, I managed to stop a bomb from covering her with goo.
Good, because beneath all the designer labels and bodywork, she's not a bad person. Spent the first half of her life turning a nothing digital components company into a billion-dollar business. And now she's spending the second half giving away the proceeds to charity.
Actually, according to Helfton Helgeson, the bomb in the jungle room was a dud. He said it was poorly made and would never have exploded.
But all the other bombs exploded. Why wouldn't that one? That doesn't make sense. Unless Helfton lied to you about the bomb. Look, I just saw him leave for his daily walk. Go snoop around in his lab. See if he's up to something.
There's the place. That should do it. Now I just need to pick the right key. This must be the right key. What is Helfton making? I better figure it out.
That's it. That should do it. That should do it.
That solidified fast. This looks very similar to that gel I found in the jungle room. Oops! Mr. Mingles, no!
Nancy, are you still down there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Then leave, fast. Helton just entered the building.
There's a slight problem. Mrs. Montague's dog ran off with some evidence.
That mutt runs off with everything. Okay, look, all the trash from the salon gets incinerated about this time of day, so that's probably where he went. The little klepto has this weird thing about hair. So leave the lab and go to the furnace room. Now!
On to my next location. I bet all these rats escaped from that cage. Maybe I should return them to their home. Aha! That dog is in here somewhere. Where are you, Mr. Mingles?
Hello, Nancy. I'm Joanna Brown. Welcome to my dark little corner of this dark little world.
Joanna Brown, right. You're the janitor. How did you know who I was?
Well, Nancy, when you spend all your time cleaning up after people, pretty soon you become invisible. They don't even know you're there anymore. But that's all right, because it allows you to hear and see everything. What have you done to my rats?
Well, I thought maybe the dog had opened their cage somehow, so I caught them and put them back in.
I was giving them their daily exercise. That's what makes their coats so lustrous. That and an occasional dab of Helfton's leave-in conditioner. I love rats. I really do.
Anyway, since you're, as you put it, invisible, how much do you know about the construction accidents?
How much do you know about the man you're working for? That's the real question, Nancy.
Assistant Drew, please go to reception and fold the towels there. I repeat, Assistant Drew is to go to reception and fold towels immediately.
Towels? My brother could have come up with a much better code than that. He's a writer. In fact, maybe later. You better go.
I almost forgot. I've still got to take this dog back to Mrs. Montague.
I'll do it. Come here, Mr. Mingles.
Just don't grab him too hard or he might... Oh no, he swallowed it.
He'll be fine. You better go to reception and do something about those towels.
Una mas.
The answer is definitely scissors. Right there. That's where the next bomb must be. That shampoo bottle on the floor is oddly large. Wait a sec. That's no shampoo bottle. Uh-oh. Phew. I think it's time to give Nick an update. Nick's not here. Joanna did say I should know more about him, so a little snooping couldn't hurt. What's this note on Nick's desk? That should do it. There. Oh my gosh. Nick is embezzling money from the clients and the Redondo.
Nicholas!
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to to know what my poor darling Mr. Mingles is doing now? He's belching blue, horribly odoriferous bubbles. He doesn't seem to be in any pain, thank goodness, but we both know this is yet another side effect of the botched spinal manipulation performed by that dreadful Redondo quack to whom you insisted I take him. And the behavioral side effects? Why, no sooner did that janitor lady set Mr. Mingles down after finding him in the furnace room than the poor thing ran off again. I immediately ordered her to catch him, which could take a while because Mr. Mingles is so sprightly and she's so not. But as soon as my precious baby is back in my arms, you and I are going to have a very long talk.
Sounds like this would be a good time to snoop around Joanna's furnace room. There's the place. What is that sound? Oh no, I think there's a bomb in here somewhere. The bomb is inside the furnace.
Assistant Drew, please go to reception and fold the towels there. Immediately.
Sorry, Nick. I already know where the next bomb is. I just need to figure out how to turn off this furnace first. A small scrap of paper was used in this bomb. I'll have to keep an eye out for the magazine it was torn from. I did it! Catastrophe averted. This is a crucible for melting metals at low temperatures. This is interesting reading material. Wait a second, there's something behind this book. I can't get that ingot of metal out. I'm going to have to bribe one of Joanna's furry friends for help. Joanna has a creepy anti-shrine to Jasmine. I'd better check on her. There's the place. Darn, Jasmine changed her password. I need to find her phone again. This is part of Jasmine's business card. If I can find the rest of it, I can call her number and find her phone when it rings. Jasmine has an emergency kit in here. It's got all sorts of stuff. Tape, batteries, even a sewing kit. It looks like I have all the pieces for this business card. I just need to make sure they stay together. There. The phone is in her TV cabinet. I need to open it up. Where's that remote control? Jasmine's agent is telling her to play up these threats for publicity. That's pretty sketchy.
Oh, hello again. Well, I see you fixed whatever was making that awful noise and made my snack. Now I can turn all my attention to reading scripts and deciding which, if any, I'd like to tackle as my next project. I'm not sure whether to thank you or not.
How well do you know the janitor here?
They have a janitor here? What am I saying? Of course they do. But frankly, I don't recall ever seeing him.
Her name's Joanna Brown. She has an interesting collection of... She collects rats.
News to me.
I just read that you recently... underwent plastic surgery.
You should never, ever believe what you read in the Tinseltown rag. I am an actor. I don't need plastic surgery to do my job. Whether the character is beautiful or plain, if I am drawn to a role, I throw my whole being into it. Unfortunately, to make sure I continue to be offered decent roles, I must periodically grease the wheels of the Hollywood publicity machine, which is not one of my favorite pastimes. But still, I remain an actor, ever true to my craft.
Speaking of publicity, Eda Brooks, the star of the new Pharaoh movie, is Eda Brooks really your sister?
Are you serious? That shallow, no-talent, self-absorbed little pea-brain who thinks acting is being able to scream in 3 different octaves? You think she's my sister?
Well, you do kind of look and sound like her.
No, she looks and sounds like me. And you know why? Because she spent her whole life copying me, that's why. Out of jealousy. Everybody always liked me best, and she has never learned to just deal with it! I mean, any similarity between us is just a coincidence.
Assistant Drew, please report to the reception area.
Sounds like our conversation's over. Ta-ta!
Cassidy has wandered off somewhere. I need for you to man the phones until he gets back. The construction accidents will have to wait.
This is Bill from Bill's Biochemicals. I need to confirm an order.
My last bill for staying there at the Redondo was outrageous, and I demand to know why.
I would like very much to talk to Nicholas.
I'd like to schedule a manicure.
I want to set up an appointment to get my face zapped with a laser again.
The supervisor of the room with all the beautiful foliage, please. The room where they do all the high-tech treatments.
This is Crawlmeister Insurance. I need to confirm a bill one of your...
I need to schedule your annual boiler inspection.
Whoever is in charge of spiritual... My hair looks horrible.
I need to talk to someone about scheduling a mud bath.
I need to speak to Halston.
Oh, be a doll and put me through to whomever schedules hair.
I'd like to talk to someone about meditative therapies. Let me talk to someone who can dye my hair.
I need to speak to your most famous resident. I'm her feng shui consultant.
Put me through to your...
I must speak to that wonderful...
I'm calling to find out if your sensory deprivation chamber needs...
Head of research, please. Got some data. Yes, this is Dr. Anderson Carver calling from Maxwell General Hospital. I need to know what procedure Jasmine Ivy elected to undergo at your facility. It's a matter of life and death.
Maxwell General Hospital? Where's that?
Why, in New York, of course. Look, I've no time for idle chatter. I must know what Ms. Ivy had done. Her life may be at stake.
Are you sure you're not calling from Los Angeles? Like from, say, the Tinseltown Tattler?
Darn.
I just had to hear your voice. Say something. Something exciting.
Ms. Ivy?
Cassidy?
Actually, this is Nancy. Cassidy's not here right now.
Well, where is he?
I don't know.
Who's he with?
I don't know that either.
When will he be back? Never mind. You just tell Mr. Jones when you see him that... Never mind that either.
It looks like there's a waste room in the resort, and I bet it's in the basement. I'll update my map. This is the magazine that was wedged in the bomb in the furnace room, but there's no mailing label to tell me who it belongs to. I wonder if it's in the recycling bin. That must be what Mr. Mingles was doing around the fountain. If I'm going to dig around there, I'd better turn it off first. It belongs to Cassidy.
Well, well, look at this. She mans phones, she defuses bombs. Your talents seem to be endless.
Not really, but I'm still trying to figure out a lot of stuff. Like, why did I find a piece of your magazine wedged in the last bomb?
If you're suggesting that I made that bomb, you're way off base. This is a reception area. Anybody could have ripped a piece of paper out of that magazine.
But this magazine is addressed to you, and I can't help but wonder why you subscribe to a magazine that... Why do you subscribe to a magazine that practically declares war on wealthy people?
I subscribed to that magazine in college when fighting the power and sticking it to the rich was the in thing. I changed my tune the instant I graduated and had to start fending for myself. But, thanks to some fluke in some database, they keep sending me those things. I'm too lazy to tell them they're wasting postage. Guess it's kind of my way of sticking it to them.
Where were you just now?
I'm afraid that's personal.
Cassidy, you out there?
Yes, sir, Mr. Blesky.
Well, welcome back. Now sit down so Nancy can go to the jungle room and capture that stupid bubble-burping dog once and for all.
On my way. Oh, all right.
You caught him. Good. I'll take him to Mrs. Montague so you can get back to investigating all the you-know-whats.
The thing is, Mr. Mingles is burping blue bubbles because Mr. Mingles swallowed an explosive substance that Helfton Helgeson has been working on.
Don't worry, the little mutt didn't poison himself. Everything Helfton creates is 100% non-toxic, organic, and biodegradable.
But it looked like Helfton was being very secretive about this substance. I think he calls it... Helfton calls the substance Compound X.
I know all about Compound X. It's this explosive exfoliant. You rub it on, and it literally blows the dead skin cells off your face. Look, if all you're coming up with are dead ends, why don't you go to the salon and help out for a while? If nothing else, it's a great place to hear the latest gossip.
Will do. That's it.
Know who's really starting to get on my nerves? Mrs. Montague.
Ugh, can you believe her? I caught that bratty dog of hers trying to run off with my hairbrush. Slobbered all over it. I'm tempted to make her buy me a new one.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Why not? That brush cost me $50.
You don't want to get on her bad side, that's all. I hear she once had an argument with a window washer about what a lousy job he'd done cleaning the windows at her house.
Yeah?
Well, he basically told her to stuff it. So to get back at him, she personally followed him around to all his other jobs and mucked up the windows after he cleaned them. Even broke a couple for good measure. Whoa.
What's the receptionist's name again? Something that begins with C. Carl, Christopher, Cody, Carmichael, Cassidy.
Cassidy, that's it.
He's not bad looking. Rumor has it, he's been giving one of the guests a little extra attention.
I'm not surprised. A little jealous, but not surprised.
What do you think the deal is with all these construction accidents?
The Redondo is too cheap to hire competent workmen, that's all.
But I haven't even seen any workmen. Have you?
No. So at least this place is doing something right.
Have you caught the movie Pharaoh yet? Of course. I went to the premiere. How was it? Same old, same old. Champagne, limousines, red carpet, the usual.
The skylight must be connected to the vacuum system.
Had a chance to help finance it, and now that he's seen it, he's ecstatic he passed.
Have you seen the new assistant?
She's pretty hard to miss with all that.
Shh, she's right over there.
How was the acupressure session?
Heavenly, except afterwards they put me in the Zen zone, and all the while I was lying there, I kept hearing this weird ticking sound.
Ticking sound? Probably some kind of new sound therapy.
That's why I love this place. They're just so darn innovative.
Ticking sound. Uh-oh, I guess I know where I need to go next. Yes, that must be the room where the next bomb is planted.
I'm guessing by your tentative entrance that you are the new assistant. I'm Val, the head therapist here in the Zen Zone. I'm also elbow deep in steamed Peruvian peppers at the moment. It's a new relaxation therapy I'm trying out. But you know, since I'm between clients, and as long as I'm sitting here anyway, why don't you come over here and give me the new facials I'm developing? That way I can judge their effectiveness for myself.
Well, sure. All right.
You're having to use willow wax instead of walnut balm because Cassidy seems to have misplaced my last order. Honestly, that man has no business being in charge of inventory. I've told Blesky that repeatedly, but then Blesky has no business being in charge of personnel. So there you have it. That's enough. Thank you for your help.
Sure. Now I better find that bomb. It's inside this cabinet. I have to figure out how to open it. That should do it. We mustn't be overheard? I think I better figure out a way to listen in on their secret meeting. There's the place. Jasmine and Cassidy won't be meeting anytime soon. There are too many clients wandering around. Maybe I can help them find their way out of the maze.
You're the new assistant. Perfect timing. Take me to a rejuvenation station before I die of thirst. I'm just going to sit here and rejuvenate.
Thank goodness. I have no idea who you are, but I insist you take me to a rejuvenation... shade at last. Thank goodness. And thank you, whoever you are. Hello, listen, could you help me find a rejuvenation station? I really must get to some shade. Shade! Not a moment too soon. Thank you.
Oh, please, please, please take me to a rejuvenation station. I've been wandering around this maze thing for hours.
All right, the garden's clear. Now where are Jasmine and Cassidy?
I still can't believe we're doing this.
You keep saying that.
I just can't seem to convince myself that this is going to end well.
Of course it is, Cassidy. Now please, relax.
It's just so not customary to let myself get into anything so far over my head.
Trust me. We can, we will, and we must see this through. We'd better get back.
Yes, it looks like something's happened to the reception area.
Nancy, there you are. Look at this mess. This is what my hiring you was supposed to prevent. Where the heck were you? Why couldn't you stop this?
Sorry, Mr. Blesky. I was eavesdropping on someone in the garden. Don't you think you should call the police?
No. Calling the authorities would mean bad publicity, and bad publicity is bad for business. This is just another construction accident. Some careless worker was digging and hit a gas main, and boom.
But...
No buts, Nancy. You are my police. You are going to sift through this mess, and you are going to figure out who's responsible. Come see me when you've got something.
Uh-oh, I better collect those letter tiles and figure out where this other bomb is. All right, I have all the letter tiles. What could this say? There's another bomb in the recycling bin. There, deactivated. There's something else in the recycling bin. Looks like Helfton is pretty mad. Mad enough to bomb this place? On to my next location. It looks like there's part of a drawing on that scrap of paper. That paper looks like it's more of the same drawing. Maybe this is part of an architectural plan? I need to get all these papers out and figure out what they are. Someone's coming. I better hide.
You, out of everyone, should know that I am a true genius, Mrs. Montague.
I'm a fan, it's true, but it's not as if you're entirely responsible for my incredible looks. I am something of a natural beauty, you know.
Yes, this is very true. My products, they only enhance your beauty. I do not mean to suggest otherwise, but please know, I am suffocating in this place. It is destroying my drive, compromising my creativity, pummeling my passion.
Yes, Snookums, his silly alliterations are tiresome, aren't they? Please, Mr. Mingles and I have things to do. How much do you need?
To buy my own retail outlet? As I am sure I do not have to tell such a woman as yourself, who is as skilled in business as she is lovely in appearance, that...
Spit it out!
$674,922?
Oh my, that's a tidy sum, isn't it? But then, depriving the Redondo of its association with you might just be the financial blow that sinks this quack pit once and for all. I'd get first dibs on any and all products and procedures you develop?
Absolutely.
Yes, Mummy's getting bored too, little one. I know Why don't you and I go get massages? I'll get back to you, Helfton.
And I should report back to Mr. Blesky. That's where I need to get to.
So, you've had plenty of time to talk to people and snoop around. Who's the culprit? Let's hear it.
Well, I think the person doing the doing the bad things around here is... My prime suspect is Joanna Brown.
Are you sure?
Well, on second thought, I still think it's Joanna Brown.
The janitor? What does she have against this place?
She seems to detest Jasmine Ivy. I think she's willing to destroy the Redondo just to get back at her. For what, I'm not sure yet, nor do I have any proof.
She spends an inordinate amount of time in the medical waste room. Always changes the subject when I try to ask her why. Maybe you'll find your proof in there.
It's worth a try. I wonder what was printed. It looks like someone is using a special kind of ink and paper in this printer. Someone has smeared their finger on the inside of this door. I need to steam it up to see what it says. Whoa! That air pressure change sent a bunch of papers flying. I'd better collect them. Someone may have been trying to destroy evidence in here. That's too high up. I need to figure out a way to get it down. It looks like I have all those pieces of paper. They're blank. How do I get the ink to show up? Joanna is talking about selling fat for fuel, which means bombing the Redondo could hurt her potential profits. It wouldn't make sense for her to be the bomber.
What are you doing here?
Looking for you. I just wanted to talk some more. In fact, why don't you tell me about your brother? You said he was some kind of writer?
My brother Elwood? He's a darn good one. That's what kind of writer he is. Writes everything. Poems, stories, books, even movies. And that goofy haiku stuff. He's real good at that.
Is he the one who wrote that book you have called... Did he write the book called Midbreak at Waverly?
No, he's never been published. But last year, he came real close to selling a movie, real close. But this one person ended up saying no, and that was that. Broke poor Elwood's heart. And seeing him all crushed like that broke mine. Long as you're here, come on, I'll give you a tour. The person who owned this place before the Redondo bought it built this big, elaborate underground bomb shelter. It's pretty cool.
No, that's okay.
Nancy, you down there?
Yes, Mr. Blesky. Joanna and I were just having a nice little chat.
Well, cut it short. A bunch of towels need to be folded in the reception area. Stat.
Guess the tour is gonna have to wait. See you later.
Here's the latest note.
Elephant? That's a strange one. Yes, that must be the room where the next bomb is planted. Phew! Yikes, it's full of ladybugs. Sure glad this bomb didn't go off. Bugs. And there went Mr. Mingles. I better find a way to reverse the flow of the pneumatic tube and get him out of there. This suspicious password has 3 parts?
Will Nancy Drew get to the garden and please catch a certain canine that is running loose again?
There he is, and it looks like he has some documents in his mouth. Mr. Mingles, drop it! Oh, I'd better follow him until he drops everything to make sure he doesn't swallow more evidence. I need to put this together and see what Mr. Mingles was carrying in his mouth. That was interesting. Where did you find this document, Mr. Mingles? Mr. Mingles? Uh-oh, he disappeared again.
Nancy Drew, in case you're wondering, Mr. Mingles was just spotted in the Zen Zone.
Looks like someone lost their marbles. I don't think this is the right order. Mr. Mingles must have buried this here.
Nancy, more towels need folding in reception. Get on it.
Time once again to work your detective magic.
Of course, microscope. Aha! I'll bet that's the place the clue refers to. Mission accomplished. Ick! This bomb's loaded with rotten eggs.
Nancy, care to guess who's now blowing little blue bubbles in the reception area?
Oh boy, he got himself stuck in a safe? I better figure out how to open this.
Mr. Mingles, there you are! What a naughty, naughty boy you've been!
Please, Mrs. Montague, from now on, keep him tied up or something, okay?
I'll do no such thing. Especially since his odd behavior and all the other bizarre symptoms he now exhibits are your fault.
You're so angry about his botched spinal manipulation, I can't help but wonder how far you'll go to get even.
Well, it is my hope that she goes as far as she can. Mr. Blesky and the people he works for are interested only in money. Not fairness, not compassion, not justice, just money.
Hey, look, no one forced you to work here. You don't like your contract, you shouldn't have signed it. So just quit whining. And quit begging every guest that walks through the door for money to finance that idiotic pipe dream store of yours.
So you're aware that Helfton... So you know he's been discussing funding with Mrs. Montague?
Of course, Joanna told me.
That Joanna? The janitor? Is she your new BFF or something?
I could tell him what you've been doing. Course, that would mean your job, wouldn't it?
You mean it's against the rules for staff members to... You mean it's against the rules for staff members to date guests?
You bet it is.
You didn't tell me we were breaking the rules. Oops.
You? You're the one who's been fraternizing with the help? Yes, sweet thing. Mummy is appalled too. I guess we know whose films we'll never watch again.
No, wait. You don't understand. I was preparing for a role. It was all an act.
Excuse me?
I was just seeing what a relationship with a lowly receptionist would feel like. I'm an actor. It was all research. So let's just keep this quiet, okay? There's no reason for anyone to suffer just because some nosy loser couldn't keep her big fat mouth shut.
If this throws a wrench in your career, good. You'll be getting just what you deserve.
How can you say that? What did I ever do to you?
It's not what you did to her. It's what you did to... Joanna's angry about what you did to her brother.
Her brother?
My brother Elwood wrote the best movie script ever. Only they never made a movie out of it because you turned it down. And then, when he tried to get you to tell him what was wrong with it so he could fix it, you ignored his calls. All 89 of them.
I will not be ignored. Oh my gosh, you're the one who's been leaving me those notes.
Who cares about the notes? She's probably the one who's been planting those bombs.
Bombs? Did he say bombs? Don't worry, sweet pea. That was the last straw. We are leaving and never setting foot in this dreadful place again.
By forcing me to work in the vicinity of someone as deranged as that janitor, you have failed to provide me with a safe work environment. And that is a breach of my contract, which means I, as they say, am out of here. Yes.
Is your brother looking around here too? Is he the one who's been planting the bombs? I can't believe this is happening to me. To my screwball sister, yes, but to me? I need to call my agent.
Open your eyes, dunderhead. Can't you see how preoccupied with publicity your supposed girlfriend is? She's the one making stuff go boom around here. Wise up.
Well, now that people seem to be all done slinging mud at me, I think I'll go take a bath in some.
4 words. Find the bomber.
That's only 3.
Now!
Hey, my bomb detector's going off. This black powder must be what's triggering the detector, which means this map was left behind by the mad bomber. And that means this emergency shelter is my next destination. It looks like there are 3 entryways. I think entering from the garden is the safest bet. Now that's a lock. Obviously the bomber hasn't come through this door. I guess I need to figure out how to open it up. A stone pig? This must be a clue to open this lock. I need to go where there are lots of statues. That's where I need to get to. Cool, a hidden plaque. This coin looks like it would fit in that big bomb shelter lock. I'd better find more coins. Hey, I got a scroll from Homer. Who could this belong to? I think I got all the coins. Now it's time to see if they fit in the door to the bomb shelter. Oh my gosh! This is definitely the bomber's hideout! It's pretty dark over there. I'd better turn on that light. They're blank. The sticky notes aren't blank anymore. There. Oh my gosh, it's you. I was right after all.
Well, well, aren't you the smarty boots?
You planted all those notes and bombs just so you could... You did all this just so you could get back at Jasmine for passing on your brother's script?
I wasn't gonna kill her or anything. I just wanted to inflict a little... what does Elwood's shrink call it? Emotional trauma.
In any case, I'm afraid the jig is up, Joanna.
Not just yet, it isn't. 'Cause the bomb over there, the one I just now activated, when it goes off, it's gonna destroy the whole spa and everybody in it. So what are you gonna do? Go after me? Or be a good goody two-shoes and defuse the bomb? Nice knowing ya, Nancy.
Mission accomplished. Joanna couldn't believe it when I showed up in the waste room after I defused her final bomb. Nor was she very happy when she tried to make a run for it and was promptly tackled by several police officers. Too bad her desire to get back at Jasmine was greater than her desire to get rich selling liposuction fat. Apparently there's a thriving black market for that stuff. Yuck. As for her beloved rats, with Helpton's help, they all found good homes. Joanna had taken such good care of them that one of them even became a star on the pet rat show circuit. Must have been its lustrous coat. Elwood Brown fared pretty well, too. His sister's exploits as a mad bomber provided him with a great plot for his next screenplay, which was quickly snapped up by a Hollywood producer. George Jackson is set to direct. Oh, and get this, Jasmine Ivy is vying for a part in it. How's that for irony? And, believe it or not, ever since the trial, the Redondo has been filled to capacity. I guess it's true what they say. Any publicity is good publicity, as long as they spell your name right. Speaking of which, even I got some publicity. In the Tinseltown Tattler, they referred to me as the teenage sleuth who solved the bombings in between a few much-needed procedures. I thought it was kind of funny, but my friend Bess Marvin says I should sue. But I can't do that. After all, they spelled my name right. When a recently renovated cruise ship invites me on a sneak peek passage, I immediately say yes. I mean, spending a couple of days aboard an antique luxury liner, how fun is that? But as soon as we leave port, it becomes apparent this is not your ordinary cruise ship. Ghostly faces at portholes, eerie lights in the dead of night, people vanishing into thin air, things quickly go from slightly weird to downright scary. Help me figure out why, in my next case, Ship of Shadows.